Hey guys, it's Kristin. So in today's video, I want to show you how you can easily distress a pair of jeans or even jean shorts. So recently I bought a bunch of them at the thrift store because it's way cheaper, and then I just distressed them myself. And I found a few different techniques that worked, and I wanted to share those with you. So let's jump right into the video. The only thing you need for this project is a pair of jeans and then a pair of scissors and some tweezers. So these are a pair of jeans that I got at the thrift store, and then I cut them off to make them shorts. But I want them to look a little more worn, so I'm gonna put some holes in, and I'm gonna show you how to do that so it looks really nice. The first thing you have to do is figure out where you want these holes. For me, I'm gonna put one kind of in the mid-thigh right here. It's gonna be about this long. So I'm going to show you how to do that, and then I might put a couple just like minor ones up at the top or something, but the main ones I'm gonna put like right here. So the main thing to know is that all of the blue fibers run up and down the pants, and the white fibers go across. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the spot where we want it, which is gonna be pretty much right here, and I'm gonna pinch this and make like a little crease. Now you can cut these down as far as you want, and the farther down the wider it's gonna be. So I don't want it too wide, I just want it to be about this, maybe about that wide and that long. So I'm gonna make little cuts. So you'll need some really sharp scissors, and then you're just gonna make cuts, and like I said, you can make them as long or short as you want, but you're just gonna make little cuts like that so it looks like this. So now I'm gonna cut them about, I wanna say, I don't know, 1/4 to 1/2 inch apart. And I'm only gonna do a couple, or a few I should say. So that's as much as I'm gonna do right there. And now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna pick this up, and we'll need to use our tweezers. So I'm pretty much taking my finger in this first one, and like I said, the blue fibers run up and down and white goes across. Do you see how they're sticking out on the end and they're kind of frayed? So you're just gonna grab it with the tweezers and pull. So it's a little hard at first, but that's all you're gonna do is you're just pulling these out, and it'll get easier, like I said, as you go. And you'll start noticing that only the white is gonna be left. So I'm gonna keep pulling. You can kind of see it starting to thin out a little bit. If you grab any of the white, it's okay. It'll just make it look more distressed, but just try not to if you can. Because you don't want it, you want it to look nice. You don't want it to look like a hot mess. I'm gonna keep going because I have to go all the way across, but you can kind of get an idea as to what that's gonna look like. So there's the first one, and now I'm gonna do the other two. So here I have all the sections ripped out, and there is a little bit of blue fuzz, so you can just take your nail and just kind of scrape that out. And this is a process. So now that I'm looking at it, it's just a perfect square, which would never happen. So I'm just gonna go about halfway and try not to cut any of the white fibers, but I'm just gonna make a longer slit. I'm just gonna make it a tiny bit bigger. There we go. And then I'll do the same thing on this side. So even when you're done making the hole, if you don't like it, you can just update it or adjust it. I'll show you what it looks like once I've widened this. I'm also gonna make one more slit up here just to make it a little longer. So there I've done a little bit at the top, a little bit at the bottom, and it looks really perfect right now. Like the strings are really straight and clean. Once you put this in the wash, it's gonna look totally different. So I'm gonna do a few more at the top and maybe on the other side, and then I'm gonna throw them in the wash and I'll show you guys what they look like. I'm gonna take some sandpaper and I'm just gonna distress the top a little bit to make it look more worn. So this is just a piece of 80 sandpaper, and I'm going to now just kind of rub really hard on the pocket just to distress it and make it look more worn and almost create a hole, but this time with sandpaper. So you can see there's like little blue fuzz coming off. And I do recommend you try to keep it the same spot, or else you'll just end up with like a big blob of weird like fuzzy pants. So you can kind of see it starting to distress it right there. So I really don't want too much, so that's actually perfect. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of coming apart right there, but it looks a little more distressed than this one, and that will also be better once I wash it. Here are the pants after I've washed them a few times. You can see that it got a little fuzzy, which is what you want it to look more broken down. Here's another one, so you can see the strands are there, but they don't look all crisp and clean like they did before. Now this one got a little messed up, but you know, when you buy them, that's what these look like. And here's another one. So I think it turned out pretty good, and obviously you guys can put, you know, bigger holes or do different things, but this is just the technique to kind of make them look broken down and worn already. Alright guys, so that's it for today's video. I hope you liked it, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you have any questions or want me to clarify anything, leave those in the comments below. If you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and then hit that bell so you're alerted when I upload a new video. And I'll talk to you later.